When we bought this farm in northern Portugal 3 years ago, we truly had no idea what we had bought. The land was completely overgrown. We couldn't see anything of the views, and what we were going to do with it was a complete mystery. Now, 3 years on, we have made a beautiful home here. You might ask, how did we know? And the answer is, we didn't. But now we do, and it's time to push ahead with something that we've been working on and keeping secret for a little while.
Hello everybody.
We've got big news.
Huge news, in fact, and a story that is going to change everything, I think.
Yeah, it is, massively.
So
no, we're not having a baby.
Yeah, sorry. Not yet. Anyway, another story. So this right here, this ancient stone wall, if you like, or this ancient row of stones is our boundary. On this side right here is the original farm that we bought, and on this side over here is somebody else's land, and that fella is called Francisco.
Yeah, he's our neighbour,
Yeah.
and he actually owns a huge piece of this mountainside. They are grape farmers and winemakers in the area, and they own the land all the way down to the river from where we are.
I've been talking with Francisco for a while now. He's a bit of a dude, but he's basically agreed to sell us some of his land.
Now, you might be wondering, why on earth do we want to expand? The truth is, we've got big plans. You guys know us. We're pretty ambitious, and the land in front of our farm is so special that we couldn't not ask if it was a possibility for it to become a part of our property.
Yeah, and when Tara says it's so special, it's amazing. So imagine the piece of land that you already know, the one that we're cultivating, the one we're turning into a garden and olive grove and bio pool, tree house, all sorts of other things bouncing around. And then, of course, we're going to be building the big stone house, and we're renovating at the moment our other smaller stone house that will eventually be the guest house. We've got so much beauty on this side of the wall that it would be difficult to match it on this side of the wall, but it can and it will. And later on in this episode, we will take you on a full tour of the land that we're in the process of purchasing, and we're going to tell you exactly what we're going to be doing with it, why we're buying it, and timelines, stuff like that. Yeah. So it's all really super exciting stuff.
But first of all, this morning I've got to meet with Francisco, who is on his way.
Yeah.
John's going to head out for the morning, and I'm going to take him round the area of land that we would like to purchase, and he's coming with some cement pillars that he's going to be putting in the ground to mark out the new boundary of our farm.
Yeah, and then later on the topographer's going to come and sort of measure everything so that we can then legally purchase the deeds to this part of the land, and then after that we'll be able to do whatever we like with it. Yeah. Well, within reason. Yeah. Another wonderful reason for purchasing this extra, well, it'll be about 5,000 square meters. If push came to shove with other planning permits for the building of the big house, the main obstacle is the agricultural reserve. With an additional 5,000 square meters, that may very well take a bit of the pressure off when we're building the bigger house. Francisco's on his way down the hill.
Yep.
I've got to pop out. You'll go and do that, and then later on today I'll start clearing the land.
No, Obi, no. No.
Back on my
Okay. You want to see? So Francisco's arrived. He's brought his big machines and his big concrete pillars, and we're off to do some marking. So Francisco was expecting to have John here this morning, but he has me. And I don't think I'm as helpful with heavy lifting and big machinery as he would like. But we have a bit of a result. So I've just managed to negotiate a little bit of extra land to be included in this project. And I'll tell you why in a second. We need one of those. Nice. That's our new boundary, everybody. Okay, so I'll walk you up there in a second and show you what we're doing and why we're doing it and what plans I have for this area. Or maybe I'll make you wait a little bit. I might make you wait a little bit. But anyway, I personally have big plans for this area. And we're really, really excited about doing this with Francisco and getting it all kind of laid out. More to come, folks. I'm going to tease you a little bit, sorry, but more to come. First marker going in. Great. Obrigada.
That's down for me.
First one done. So we're going to run this line until that rock over there, which has got the most incredible views. We're then going from that rock to another rock, which is over there, and then up to the farm. I'm going to be helpful and bring concrete blocks. Obi is less helpful than me, so at least I'm not the most unhelpful in the gang. Well, there we go. We've saved Francisco some really hot, heavy work this morning because we're just going to use the rocks as markers. So he's put the first marker down on the road there. It then runs to some rocks, which I'll try and get you to in a second. It then runs to another set of rocks at the back and then round the front of our land, which is underneath the power lines. So yeah, it's fine, isn't it? Yeah, it's good. Perfect. So there we go. We skipped a job before it gets hot. Great view. Right, so Francisco's leaving us. He's just going to drive round back up to the farm and Obi and I will meet him there. Come on, Obi. Because he wants to mark the other extreme of the land that we're marking out. So I thought I'd walk you up here and just quickly show you what we're going to do. We'll show you the view, really, and let you get a sense for what we're going to be working with up here. First of all, have a look at this. Obi, good boy. Good boy. Obi, sit. Good boy. Good boy. Anyway, Obi has started chasing cars and we've been trying to get him to stop. And he's doing really well, so that's good. But look at this view. So this is the first one. Obviously there's a power line here, but apart from power line, it's beautiful. But the land is going to extend to this kind of copse of trees here where there's a big rock with the most incredible views. And then up here behind us, over there, is the pine trees that are at the deck. So let's wander up there and I'll show you what we've got up here. Oh, big lizard. But it's really beautiful land. The views are incredible. And we think we're going to kind of shift everything around. As I say, I'm not going to tell you too much today, but I think we're going to do a bit of a reshuffle and move something that's important to me up here. Let's just say that. You can probably guess what it is. So have a look at this. This is the view from up here. It is absolutely incredible. So we'll be able to clear so much of this brush, probably these little baby pines as well. We'll open up the views from the house. Imagine all those pines are gone. We've just got like epic views. There's the deck and the lawn. So this, yeah, it's just super exciting. Let's go down with Francisco to the other extreme and just get him in the right place to put that last peg in. Oh, I tell you what, having lifted, what with filling a septic tank and now carrying concrete beams across the farm, I definitely got my workout in today without needing to go and sit on the mat. But yeah, so we're just down here. You probably are aware that we've got this lower terrace below the farm. It's just this one behind me here. Can you see? Anyway, the only thing that's ever been on here is power lines. And they've cleared, the electricity company has cleared below the power lines all of the trees. So we always wanted our farm to extend along this terrace to the tree line instead of stopping here at our rocks. Just because it's a nicer border and we could use this land down here for, I don't know, I was thinking something like goats because there's a natural barrier here with our wall. I know loads of you are going to now start typing, don't get goats, they're a pain. But some kind of animals. I mean, you know, maybe we rescue a couple of donkeys and we've got so much room here now. It would be really nice to get a few more animals and kind of get a bit more compost and farm life and systems running on the farm. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Goodness knows what John's thinking. I think he's got ambitions of being a blueberry farmer. Who knew? So yeah, Francisco's just down there at the end. He's just going to put a couple of markers in because again we've got a rock down here in the front of where the apiary is going. We've got a rock there that's going to mark the boundary, so it's all along the front from the rock to the biopool basically. So we've kind of gained 2 extra terraces, which is pretty exciting. It is all so overgrown, but now if we own it, we can get in here with a strimmer and clear things up, which is very, very exciting. perfect for a donkey though, don't you think?
Aqui, extremo, aqui,
Perfect.
borda e
Perfect.
aqui como é que eu vou fazer a
The
subida?
edge. Sim. Obrigada.
Isto é, supostamente, isto agora depois tiramos as áreas com tudo assim.
Hey, Obes.
Vês? Não podes lá para baixo, temos a chegar.
Go pitch it. Good boy. Nice.
Já está.
Right, we're all done. Francisco just put a couple last posts down on the road. He's off for the weekend. And we're all good. Now we just need the topographer to come back, do the final measurement for us. And then I suppose it's into the lawyer's offices and into the land registry and getting it all put under our names. Honestly, you know, we've just been, from here I'm going to go and work on the edit that we're working on currently, which I think will have already been released. If you didn't watch it, please go and watch it. It's a kind of wrap up of everything we've done in year 3, which has by far been the biggest year we've ever had on our farm. So much has changed. We've changed the driveway, we've knocked the derelict house down, we've renovated the stone house, John's built the deck, we've done, you know, he's got the lawn, we've got the veggie garden firing on all cylinders, we've done the olive trees, and now we're expanding the farm even further. It's epic. It is epic. So thank you for the part you play in it, folks. It's massive. It really is. And we are endlessly grateful. So excited to show you all around the land in a little bit. John and I are just about to go for a walk. But first we've got to fill you in on topographers and all the bits and pieces that have come before. But I wanted to take a really quick moment to say a massive thank you to the sponsor of today's episode, Incogni. I've been using Incogni now for about 2 months and I've been so impressed. Because before this, I didn't even know it existed. Incogni exists to help you take back control of your own personal data. Data brokers out there are getting really, really good at getting a hold of your personal data and selling it on to other people, giving them access to things that you might not want them to have access to, things like your health records, or just giving them your phone number and your email address, and you find yourself being subjected to incessant robocalls and spam emails. It's very irritating. If you were to try and remove all of your data from all of the data broker websites, it would take you days, if not weeks, to do. And that's why Incogni is so clever. It's a piece of software that scours data broker websites for you, checking for where your information is appearing. It then requests that your information is taken off of that data broker website and confirms for you when that's been done. It's just a game changer, really. So make sure you check it out. Please click on the link in our description below and you will get 60% off an annual plan with Incogni if you use our special code, TheNewbys. Right, stage 2 of the expansion journey. We have the topographers here who are going to map out the area for us so that we can start getting these divisions more kind of, what's the word? Legitimate, I suppose, mapped out so that we can make the purchase and we can get everything kind of under our name. So I'm going to take them now to go and show them where everything is, where the markers are that Francisco and I put into the ground the other day. And I'm also going to show them kind of, with Francisco, I agreed a slightly larger area than what the topographer measured last time. So I just need to show them that because they need to give us the 2 options so that we can kind of decide how far we're going to extend this out. Exciting. Obrigada.
Oh, estamos combinados. Vamos lá escrever. Pronto, aqui já está decidido. Vamos lá escrever aqui. Vamos lá.
Me and Obi constantly mapping out our kingdom here. I can't even see him anymore. Oh, there he is. He's made it to the rock. I've been desperate to get to that rock. I haven't quite been brave enough to go through these ferns. I'm fascinated by this process. You know, he's got all his papers and his like rulers and their tape, and then they've got like one of those laser machine that sort of measures the distances. It's fascinating. I don't really know how it all works, but it's really cool to watch them. And this is one of those things I love about what we do here is we get to kind of exposed to all these different things, you know. It's just really fun. Right, we've blazed a trail through to the rock, and I've been desperate to come and see this rock, and just a wimp. We saw a massive, massive snake on the farm the other day, and so I haven't really wanted to go wandering through ferns. Anyway, there we go. We're measuring out the rock. Beautiful. Look at this, everybody. Yeah, this is like mega snake country, so we don't have any dangerous snakes in Portugal, but I still don't really want to stand on one. But I'm so excited about the views from these rocks. Beautiful. Right, I've made it through, folks. You are literally here for my maiden discovery of this view. Obi so beautifully modelling it for us. Look at this. Wow. Hey, Obes. Look at that view. And basically, all I really want is to be able to come and sit on these rocks, knowing that they're ours, and enjoy that vista in front of us. Epic. I am so stoked about those rocks. I can't wait to take John and the boys up there a little bit later. The edge is a bit scary, but it's absolutely beautiful. So the guys are done, which is very efficient. And we are going to go, they're going to go back now and get it all drawn up. And then I guess it's into the lawyer's offices for us to get everything transferred over into our farm and moved across. It's an exciting time. Oh, love, wait till you see it.
Is it?
Oh, man. It is
we're gonna
so
put
cool.
Thatched hut on the rock and put some zebras and lion down in the valley, and we can sit there and watch them
pretend we're in Africa.
Roam past.
That's what I said to these guys. I was like,
some copies.
Glass of vino, a Boa Vista. That's all I need. That's what I want to do. It's my life.
Love it.
Oh dear, no, it's very special. That is really, really cool. Magic.
Let's pay some money.
Okay.
Good news, at least it works. Let's go. Okay, so the plan now is just to go around and clean a little bit of the area that we've purchased. We're not going to get very far. Joao's coming a little bit later to give me a hand. It is a lot of land, but I think the best place to start with is to clear the most important parts, just so that later on in this episode, when we go for a wander around, it'll be really clear for everybody to see what we're buying and why we're buying it. It's a super cool piece of land. If it does get super duper hot, we're going to be, and there is a fire risk here, we're going to be doing ourselves a favour by cleaning everything and making it look good. So start off by cutting down a couple of these smaller trees, get rid of some of this bush. Let's get cracking. It's a hot day to be working too, so let's see how long we can do it for. Brilliant. Run out of gas, but it provides a really great opportunity for me to go up to the top and have a look at the view. part of what we're going to be doing here is opening up a view for the main stone house, so that we've got this spectacular view from balconies and terraces. I don't really want to be cutting down any trees that I don't have to. Let's have a look at that view. That house there, of course, is going to be knocked down. All right, I've definitely thinned it out a bit, haven't I? This will be eventually where our main terrace is. Maybe also that pine tree. I think that needs to go next. Okay, so
We made it.
that's the treehouse. This is our boundary wall here. This big pile of stones, it kind of goes around like this, and then it heads on down to the lawn area, further around all the way back that way to where Tara's veg garden.
So this little piece of land is where the story all begins. And yesterday we did a whole bunch of clearing, and our plan now is to take you for a bit of a walk around to show you what we've purchased and what our plans are.
Epic.
And we're starting here because this is the whole reason this discussion started. If you've been here a while, you'll know that our ultimate goal for this property is to go off-grid and be completely off-grid with both our electricity and our water. We're making strides with the water and getting different storage solutions in place to be able to do that. But in order to go off-grid with electricity, we need to set up a big solar system. And there's nowhere really on our farm currently where we would be able to put enough panels in a sufficiently sunny location to be able to run the farm with enough power until we bought this, basically. And that is all thanks to a company that we're currently talking to about the possibility of setting up our solar system, and Ian, who's been over to the farm and helped us kind of site this location. It's perfect with lots of sunshine all day long. We'll have to do a bit of clearing, but it's also out of sight. We won't be able to see it from the farm. You won't be able to see it from the road. And it's kind of absolutely ideal. So it was a conversation with Ian. It was the dream of going off-grid that made us go, we need a bit more space. Let's talk to Francisco about whether or not that's possible.
Okay, just very quickly, Joao has been fiddling around down there, which is the other part of the land. We're going to go there in a minute. So Joao's found a big hive, like in the ground hive. So let's go and have a look, see whether it's there, and we'll tell you a little bit about the piece of land down here that we've got whilst we're down looking at those bumblebees, not honeybees, bumblebees. So from up here, we've been clearing the land across the lawn and over here. So here we go. This is the piece of land that we've purchased. It's all of this right in front of the house, all the way down here. Big house, hopefully. Stone house is going to be up on the hill there. Fingers crossed. Still waiting for permits on that, folks. We're feeling optimistic about it though. Okay. Just wander down here. Joao and I yesterday spent a lot of time cleaning this, and Joao's been back again this morning doing some more cleaning. So here's those power cables there. They kind of run over like that, and that's where we're going to be siting the solar panels, where we've just come from, right there. So this goes down this way, all the way down here. This is the best bit, folks. You're going to love it, because I do. And actually, when we were negotiating for the land, Francisco was like, yeah, no problem. And then we came down and we started looking a little bit more at the land after because we originally, like we said earlier, it was just about getting a space for the solar. And then we started investigating and kind of pushing our way through what was a whole bunch of brush and brambles and you know, unkept land, and we found this place here, and we thought, wow, that's so cool. Have a look. So basically, it's a huge rock, another huge rock, and another huge rock, and this is where it goes to. It's this beautiful space looking back up towards the farm that way. trees, of course. Let me climb up here. I'm going to be really careful because, as you guys know, I don't particularly like heights very much. There we go. I honestly feel like Simba up here, you know? Hi-yi-yi! Whatever it was. You'll have to ask Tara, she likes that movie. But look at these rocks. And look at that spectacular view. Wow! Darling, I was just being Simba. Yeah, how do you do the noise? There we go. Oh dear. All right, so we've got that piece there, but let's go and have a look at those bees. They're just up here. See how they're going. And then there's another piece of land that's attached to all of this just around the corner as well. There's our beehives right there. Bees are doing fine, everybody.
My plan for this part of the farm is for this to become a proper apiary where we get more and more hives. Once I've done my beekeeping course and learning with Diogo, I'm going to get this kind of set up as the apiary so that we've got lots of hives and we're harvesting our own honey and making lots of products with the bits and pieces that come from it. I'm excited. I can't wait. I always wanted to make beeswax candles and stuff. So watch this space. Yeah. Okay. I've got big plans, love.
Great. Love big plans.
So while we're down here, let me just show you the last little bit that we've got. It all needs so much clearing. But anyway, there's the hives. And out the front here are 2 more rocks. And those are the other boundary. So it then has like a steep terrace all the way along there. And it comes round from this rock, a straight line to the other big rock that John was just on. So I'm so excited for the boys. You know, I can see them as kind of teenagers running out here and having forts in the forest and rock climbing kind of handles that we'll install and just making this a complete, like, I don't know, just an epic forest playground for them. There's so much potential on this new piece of land for heaps of adventure and exploring. And it's going to be amazing. So pretty exciting stuff before. Good work, Joelle. Let's go and have a look. And maybe hold Obi. Wow, everybody, look at this. I think this is pretty special. That's incredible. I wonder what kind of bees they are. But you can see their little honey pots and their larvae. And they're just trying to fix the kind of, I suppose, the damage, isn't it? I wonder if, okay, maybe we just leave them to it. They're used to this kind of thing, right? They'll just be reburying them. That is remarkable. What a special thing to see. If anyone knows what kind of bees these are, please let us know in the comments. I would be fascinated to know more. They're so fluffy.
Are they honeybees or what?
They're some kind of honeybee. They're really fluffy and fat. And
Diego is going to lose his mind, man.
Isn't they crazy? And they've got like little honey pots and larvae and everything. And I feel so terrible because they're like, we've opened their hive because of the machine.
Do you know what I'm noticing about bees is that I can stand there over next to that hive, just stand there swiping away at the Adriatics, and the bees mind their own business. There's no defensiveness coming through from them. There's nothing like that. They're just pretty chilled out. And there's Tara messing around and a whole bunch of bees over there. Nobody's stressed. Nobody's panicking. Everybody's pretty laid back. And the bees are just totally zen. All right. Well, that's pretty exciting, isn't it?
That's pretty much all we can show you for today because the rest of it we can't access. But there'll be so much more to come down here as we develop it and as we kind of bring our dreams to life. So thanks for being a part of it. And I hope you're as excited as we are.
Yeah. Comments below if you've got any ideas what we should be doing with that rock space. Very, very cool space.
Absolutely. One of the things that I'm really excited to do is to get some wildlife cameras up out here so that we can see what we've got moving around. We've just had a friend to stay who saw a deer jump right in front of the deck over the
So cool.
over the rock.
Yeah.
So I want to get some cameras up here and I want to start kind of understanding who's moving through. We've got definite pathways through the bush, which I think are being used by pigs and deer and all sorts, because we do want to fence our property, not just for our own security, but also for Obi and for the boys. And so But before we do that, I want to understand who's coming through it. You know, I don't want to fence things off and stop things being able to move. So,
no, absolutely.
Anyway, we'll keep you posted. All right.
All right.
Folks.
Okay. Well, thanks very much for watching. Next episode, we are going to be back building some more bigger projects on the way. But for now,
and we are hoping that this week we're going to get our permission.
Yeah, we are.
It was meant to be last week, so
yeah.
maybe it's this week. We'll keep you posted.
Fingers crossed. As soon as we get it, we'll let you know.
Yeah.
So we will see you next episode. If you're new here, Wednesdays and Sundays, that's when you want to be looking for us. We're around.
Subscribe.
See
you then.
See you then. Thanks very much,
Bye.
folks.
On the road, I've been away for far too long, but now I'm on my way back home. I hear the west winds calling out my name. They're telling me to head your way, down your road and past your gates. Keep your eyes on the horizon. I was looking to the